Hello, this is Andy, and we're going to continue our SRX automation lab. So this one should be pretty quick, and we're going to look at how to configure firewall policy, and of course, using Ansible to automate this task. Okay, so if you recall the last lab we do, um, it's a pretty similar. And what we're going to do is first we're going to look at a basic SRX firewall configuration, right? From this configuration, we want to separate the variables and the command. The variables should go into the playbook file, and meanwhile, the command should go into the Jinja2 template, all right? So after that, we can build a task list in the playbook. Okay, so the task list will be first using the Jinja2 template, reading the variable from the playbook, and build a temporary configuration file. The second step is what we're going to do is import the configuration file from uh, and into the SRX. So using Ansible's Juno's install config module. Okay, if you want to follow along, you can actually go to the GitHub Juniper Automation demo class, and so I'm going to show you the web page in a minute. Okay, so so what's a basic firewall policy look like, right? So it's not that difficult. Basically, it's 4 line, right? But you have to define, the zones ahead of time. So for example, I have two zones, trust and untrust, right? And then I give a policy name, and then basically I give the source and destination address and the application. And finally is the action. Is either permit or you want to block the application, so or drop it, right? So the one in the red square is what we call the variables, and we are going to uh, build a variable list. So this is the from zone, right? And then this is the to zone, and this is the name of the policy, right? And these are the IP address, application name, and then the action. So these will be played into the basic firewall policy YAML file, which is actually our playbook. So then you can see basically this is look like a list, and it's a dictionary of name pair, right? So we have the policy name, source, zone, destination zone, IP addresses, etc. Now the second file we need to do is the Jinja2 template. And in fact, this is coming from this file called firewall address book global.set.j2 in the template directory. So what we want to do is we transform this CLI, right? And we take out, these variable names. Basically, we build a Jinja2 policy based on this, Jinja2 file based on this one. The syntax is actually quite straightforward, but there's a lot of reference of the Jinja2 syntax. You can look it up online. So last but not least is the basic firewall policy YAML. So we put a couple tasks into it. So the first one is we read. We use this variable. Remember a couple slides ago, right? So we define this variable. So we read this variable, use it, and import it into this template. So firewall policy.set. So it is this one, the template we built, right? And then the output of the template would be put into a temporary directory file called firewall policy.set, right? Now the second piece of this, second part of this task is we will now have a new configuration file. So we want to basically merge this configuration file with the existing SRX configuration file using the Juno's install config. And basically that's it, right? So we will go to our Windows. So I just bring up VirtualBox with Vagrant. So using Vagrant up, right? And we bring up our virtual machines from the lab. So this one I want to go to my server. And on the other window, I go to my SRX platform. Okay. Now notice that what we're going to do is we will basically do this lab. Show you the web page right here, right? So the GitHub demo class, Juniper automation class, and this basic firewall policy. Okay. So you can read the details of the lab here. The playbook, how does it look like, right? So in this playbook, basically you can see we have this firewall info variable we have defined, right? And so I'm going to show you where this is. So let me go back to here and recon directory, cd ansible, and you can see there's a playbook directory, right? So I go to the playbooks. Then so if you look at this one, the basic firewall policies. So this is the one we're going to use. We'll do take a look at this one. All right. So this is the one we're going to use. Basically, it's doing two things. It's building a address book, just like what we did in the last lab. The second thing is it will build this firewall policy template. Okay. Okay. So there's also a template directory, right? So under the template directory, you can see there is the Jinja 2 template, and the one we're going to use is we're going to use the firewall policy template. So this is the firewall policy template, right? So we take a look at here. So it's yeah, this is basically the Jinja 2 template we just showed you earlier, right? Okay, so now on so on the other window, I have the SRX. So what we're going to do is we first go to cell security policies. So you can see there's nothing really, and also show security global address. So what's that? So security policy. Okay, should be so configuration security address book, and there's also none right here. Okay. So what we're going to do is we're just going to go ahead and apply Ansible playbook -i inventory .yaml, and then the playbook file is in playbook directory. um, slash basic firewall uh, policies dot YAML. Okay, so I forgot the S. Alright, so you can see it's talking to SRX. First is building the address book entry, so looks okay. And then it is building the firewall policy. And the last thing it do is apply the firewall policy using the Juno's install config to SRX. So it looks like it's okay, right? And what we're going to do is go back here and we will do the address books again, and there you go. And also the security policy. Now you can see we have a new security policy installed. You can actually show the configuration uh, or you can use the command show configuration security policy here, and you can look at the policy we just built. Alright, thank you. That should conclude our lab.